Time is now 10:12. Do you know where the show went? Because apparently we had some technical issues. The other guy should be joining us here at the new stream that I just started. I'm clearly on the road, but as soon as I get the new link, they should be over. So comment, like, subscribe. I'm in a Meyer parking lot. They appear to be open. It's pretty busy for holiday shopping. I'm not sure. I got to check and see if the guys got the link. Can you guys see me in the chat? You see me, what, Ryan? Did it start over back on all the same? You might have to refresh your screen. I'm not sure. Let me see if they're here. I don't see them here. Hopefully this doesn't cancel this one either, because I've done this 1,000 times. When I hit the arrow back, it must have canceled the whole stream. I'm about to do it again. Wait, no, let me hit cancel here. Looks like I'm gonna do the whole show by myself tonight. I should have at least got some lighting. Apricot City. I've never been there, but it sounds like a Prince song. Wish I had my other phone. I could find out where these guys are. Hold on, let me check. Yeah. They should be joining any second now. Hey, there's somebody.
Oh, we're
There you
live.
go.
Holy crap. Hi, I'm Gary. Welcome to Fladge Rants Live. How about this? Zeno of Citium, that's in Cyprus. He was a wealthy merchant, and he lost his fortune in a terrible storm in the Mediterranean, and everything he invested in, his ships, the cargo that they had, all sank to the bottom of the sea. And he climbed his way back and made his fortune back over tenfold, and then started the first Stoic philosophical center in the world at, and I'm not going to pronounce this right, Stoa Poikile, which means painted porch. And Stoa means porch. And he founded Stoicism. They wanted to call it Zenoism, and he wouldn't have it because ego is one of the
porch monkey.
Correct. He was the original porch monkey. And so Zeno's teachings emphasized virtue, rationality, and self-control as a means to achieve a good life. Fast forward 500 years, and that brings us to Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, 2nd century AD. And he had his most famous writings were his meditations, his notes on life. And he had 7 main principles to live by. Focus on what you control, embrace reality, so that's the rationality, live virtuously, practice resilience, and that's if your ships sink to the bottom of the Mediterranean, you must choose to fold up and curl up into a fetal position and suck your thumb, piss yourself, and cry, or press on, so practice resilience, act with empathy, so there's more about caring about people, eliminate toxic emotions, don't blame others, and I've got more to say on that, such as if someone that you feel shouldn't be ahead of you is above you at your workplace or in life, and you don't think that's fair, you can't blame them for your misfortune, or just all you can work on is you, what you're putting into it. And And if what you're getting out of it, okay, so that brings me to karma. There is no such thing. I've seen plenty of bad things
Karma
happen to
Kramer?
good people. There's our Seinfeld reference. I've seen plenty of good things happen to bad people. The golden rule, of course, treat others as you would like to be treated by them, which is a little different than some ways to put the golden rule. But Stoicism had 500 years between Zeno and Aurelius to sort those things out. Other Stoic principles include nature is rational, and there's more on that. But the universe is governed by law and reason. Wisdom is the root of virtue, and apatheia. That is, since passion is irrational, life should be waged as a battle against it. So, if your life isn't going the way you want it, oh no, woe is me. A lot of people have it a lot harder. Stop with your pity party already. This goes back to our 5th or 6th show on bootstraps. But I just realized recently that no one, not even me, nobody has watched every minute of every show. So from now on, I'm treating every single show as a standalone. And you should just be able to watch this and say, hey, this is the Buddy the Elf one. And yeah. So the best way to spread Christmas cheer is to sing loud for all to hear. That is the end of my notes. Roll the clip, Brady. Or don't. Because going completely against what I just said, a follow-up from several previous shows, I have completed the first round of my Forged in Fire challenge, and my sister says my knife looks like a fish.
Holy crap.
I can see that. It's got the intro.
I thought she was going to say your life is a waste, because when you almost said life, and I was like, oh no.
And it's
your life
stabby,
is worthless.
But as you know, Forged in Fire is a competition. So my competition came up with this competition chopper. Also,
so that was kind of interesting.
Holes for the pin stock. Very nicely shaped handle. Very comfortable. I think it's on the right lane. The bevels are forged in, so
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I would safely say they both advance, but his handle's a little more comfortable than mine. You can see, like, I don't have a lot of extra room, but
Thinking back on it, it seems pretty lackluster.
No.
There has not been one fuck up on tonight's show.
It's perfect. No. Gone. Fucking Gary. Jeez.
Wait, why am I on the center screen now?
I don't know.
I'm on
center square.
Can you change that? Because I'm driving way too fast to touch anything.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want. I'm here.
You can do whatever you want.
What am I doing?
I'm here.
Oh, so I think my point was
there has not been
Alice's
the psycho stabby.
Tonight's show.
I know. Can you believe this? Woohoo!
I don't think anybody can argue that.
Hey, I can't believe we're 22 minutes in the show and we've only done 5 minutes of the show. So,
crazy.
I don't know. Who would you say won the first round?
This guy.
Okay.
We got Geo like Neo, of course we are saucy as Morpheus. So we are sick as some Marcus Aurelius, alias atheist. Look, it's niggas who flow me the atheists, so just the aliens. And why they hate me is maybe it's cause I'm controlling this radius of this world and this whole universe. Nobody let me spit you.
I was wondering where I knew that from. Marcus alias atheist. Alias atheist. Marcus Aurelius alias atheist. Yeah.
Well, Marcus Aurelius is one of those rare times where the leadership also had a monopoly on the wisdom. Like, normally, the leader is some doofus, And while the wisest people
Typically,
are
The
teaching
producers.
philosophy, or
they're tucked in the back during the monologue.
That's adorable. Roar.
Hell yeah.
No, we're as a society, we are notorious for wasting talent. I've noticed recently that instead of having our great actors, singers, writers, artists, instead of having them performing and producing art, they're all in advertising. And if you want to make a living, you got to use your talents for where the money is.
Yep. Just like
And-
scientists and doctors are making boner pills and hair fucking transplant
It's
shit.
such a waste.
fucking-
I've
It's
also
idiocracy.
noticed. Yeah, it is. It's idiocracy. The whole thing is. And in order to learn how to play violin as an accomplished violin player, they learn at a stupid early age.
You have to be
If you start at 6 years old, you got a late start. You got to start at like 4 years old, and then you got a classically trained orchestral violinist, and the only job you can get is playing commercials or country. What a waste!
Nah, AI does all that now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
And
only get a
then-
job as a nerd.
And I spent all of this time complaining about country, and I actually sent a Chris Stapleton song in for a mashup today. I doubt it worked because my mashups never work.
What about the Bussy song from last week?
Oh yeah, that was good.
That's country. You like the Bussy song?
Yeah, he's bouncing up and down on my booty. I remember that chorus. That was filthy dirty and
No, it wasn't.
embarrassing.
It's just love. It's just love.
Gay, dirty, gay love.
Yeah.
Speaking of gay, here's a personal
Speaking
note.
of gay,
Yeah.
here's a personal note.
Where
I've
in
got
the
a-
world is
Well then,
I've got a coworker. He decided to screw with me by giving me the silent treatment. Here's the thing about the silent treatment. That is a woman's tactic, and this dude used it on me. If you say wear a dress as a practical joke aside, you're still wearing a dress. I don't know. So I called him out on it, and I said, "Is this some sort of chemical imbalance, or like, or is this some issue that you're too cowardly to address?" And he got this poop-eating grin, and guy next to him says, "Yeah, he's been telling me all day that he's just screwing with you." Like, I wasn't taking it personally. I was actually enjoying the quiet. But all of that aside, what the hell's wrong with him? Like, did he get a sex change? Is this a gender swap situation? I'm not sure. Is he gay? Is he gay for me? Is he trying to get my attention? Playing hard to get?
is this a Dear Fladgy?
Yeah. I would like my answer. Hey, look at this. Did you see this? It's a new feature. It goes.
That's cool.
It is cool. I put it there between the captains and above Kermit. There's captains.
I like the
there's
frog's
Kermit.
legs.
Oh, should I put them
never knew
together?
that. I honestly never knew that.
You never knew that. Oh,
Well, the reason you never knew is because it's brand new, isn't it?
now,
You're not understanding that. I
No,
couldn't care
hell
any
no.
less.
here's the original box.
The original box.
Yeah,
You're gonna show us your box?
Yeah.
As if there was like an unoriginal box. Is there like a? Did you have a fake box that you?
Yeah, well, if I needed to store it some other way, and this box got destroyed, but this box is nearly destroyed. I mean, look at this thing.
That
Look at that
box is
nearly
our
destroyed
cylinders.
box. Crazy.
Funny story. Hodge left this in my basement at the condo. I moved it from the old condo to the new condo, back to the old condo, and then up here. So it's
Are you
been
planning on
through
giving it back to him one day?
4 moves. Well, we're in negotiations for setting up a room in my basement. because Will is already occupying my spare bedroom. So if I need a second buddy to move in, I'm gonna have to set up a second buddy space. Like, it's a little cold to stay in the barn. Plus, there's no floors in the forge.
Oh, wait, the
So-
floorboard. There's no. The forge is floorboardless.
Yeah,
Like Judge
I've
Ford,
actually
like
got
Judge Ford Taurus.
floorboards of my Ford clip coming up today. Like, that I sent in. I hope I
I'm
sent it.
floored by the floorboards of your Ford.
Are you? You should be.
Yes. I should be. The order is all fucked up, Brady. This sucks. Gary should be number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right here.
Felicity.
Wait, Felicity?
He is,
no,
man.
it's a
What the fuck?
prosody. Who's Felicity?
I don't know. It's apricity, and it's simply the warmth of the sun on a cold winter day. Now,
Cambridge doesn't know that word.
sun in the snow causes snow blindness. So it's not all. I mean, even with a bowl of cherries, you're going to get the pits. So if you're trudging across the tundra on a bright day, snow blindness is a real thing. That snow just reflects it. It's all white, and that can do permanent damage to your eyeballs. That little bit of warmth you feel, that's not going to keep you alive too long.
You
So
can't find this
so it's
word
not-
because it's archaic. They don't use it anymore, except in Apricot City.
Apricity? Well, I wanted a name for my forge, and since I do most of my forging in the winter time because it's 2,000 degrees, and so it warms up the place, I wanted to call my forge Apricity Forge. I don't know.
I don't give a crap about that.
That doesn't sound gay at all.
Name. Okay, Fladge Forge. Buddy the Elf Forge.
I'll tell you what I think when we're on Rumble.
Okay, good.
Ooh. We're on Rumble right now, technically. So
We are. That's true.
Wow, selling me talking to my mom now. Logic versus emotion. You got me. You got me on
My
that
lord.
one. I can't
That's
argue with that.
stoicism.
When we're on, yeah, I have
When
I
we're
have plenty
on.
of that. Patience of a rock.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You hard as a rock.
you're in Iraq.
But
We're in the
He's got a
we're in
bone.
the
Yelling.
Brady is Brady.
I'm
Bone.
yelling, shouting rock.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell where I am?
Yeah, on the road. I-75.
Can you tell where I am?
Oh, you know what? You might actually even be able to tell here at this intersection. No, you won't.
Six-
I can tell, but you don't
696
drive it every day.
696 and I-75.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny if I didn't pay attention? That'd be good video.
Yeah, and you just drove
Yeah.
right off the road.
Yeah.
It'd be better if you were like Maple and Livernois.
We get more viewers probably for a brief period. What happened?
Did you miss your turn?
So we know where Brady is, or do
No,
we?
we don't want to say where I am, please. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh well then.
Oh, I
All these people want to know, where in the world is
Drawer. Boobay.
Sneaks around the world.
I was gonna say that's not my bit.
Brady knows that.
Down to Belize.
Say what?
We'll let the what do we call them now? Fladge faggots. We'll let the fladge faggots hunt drawer, not me. Oh, I know where you are. I recognize that
Do you?
place. Yeah,
How do you recognize it?
Because
What
it's
is
the
that? Oh, those are my
same.
pens.
because it looks like Nemo shower curtain.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
if you
it
must
is another
know,
Hilton.
if you must
is
know,
another
that's where
Hilton.
I remember.
Oh,
And you're on that side.
Brady thinks you're in Cleveland, Ohio. That's not true.
No.
Yeah, that
no,
was
no.
that was my obvious.
You can
guess,
see
but
the
that's
the cars
too
drive
obvious.
by here. There's cars driving by.
That's weird because
Oh,
you look
you're-
up so you look. How can you be up so high but see the ground?
Oh,
I
he's
don't
really
understand
tall.
Physics. I don't understand physics. What are you on? Are you in the base? Are you on the first floor?
No, I'm actually on the 4th. Believe it or not.
Fourth floor.
Just a good
4 for 4.
angle, good window, good angle.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Good angle, good window.
See,
You should.
it narrows
You
it down.
should be focused
You're
on
somewhere
driving.
you're somewhere with a parking lot. That narrows it
I
down.
think so. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Well, how does it not narrow it down?
It doesn't narrow it down because you're always somewhere with a parking lot.
No, you're
Always. I'm
I
not.
am.
This one time
I'm
I
not.
parked my car. I fucked it all up. Never mind.
not. This one time in band camp.
This one time I put my car keys in my house, and the motherfucker
Oh.
started right up.
Oh,
So I drove it
I've
around
heard
the
that
neighborhood
bit.
for a while, and I finally parked it right on I-75 and told all the cars to get the fuck out of my driveway. Stephen Wright.
That's who it was. Stephen Wright. How many guesses do I get?
0.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ooh, I'm passing a police station.
Oh, okay.
You're in the same place you were last time. Where
That
was that?
West
Kansas?
Virginia. No.
West Virginia. Yep, you're in West Virginia. We need to let
No, actually, he was in Oregon,
check the
Indiana,
comments. I can't see the comments on the
Illinois.
app. Where
He was
are they
in
hiding?
Oregon, Illinois last week.
Oh,
There are no
right. A
comments.
city with a no.
No one cares.
Well, that's true. Just because no one
No.
cares doesn't mean they shouldn't comment. Emotions should have nothing to do with
No.
life. We can function with or without them. Women,
No.
by the
What
way.
do you mean?
No. No.
I just had a discussion with one of them that said emotions are the most important thing, because I was trying to get into an argument because she goes, "It's not my emotions. I'm just upset with you." And I said, "So it's your emotions?" She said, "No, I'm just upset with you." And I went, "Wait, so what? The answer you're saying is 100% wrong. The answer you should have said is yes, I'm upset with you because." She goes, "No, I'm upset."
That's
I go,
the
"What is that?
opposite.
What is that?" And she goes, "No, upset is being angry." I go, "Well, what is being angry? Isn't that an emotion?"
Yes.
And then she said,
Oh, girl, baby girl, don't even play.
You know what the worst thing you want to do, though, is lose an argument about emotions with an emotional creature.
Right.
Because, like, I won, but I didn't win anything except
No.
now she feels worse and I feel more sane and logical. So nobody got helped because I got to make them feel less crazy. How do you do that?
Therapy? Drugs? I've got
Well,
some
and
suggestions.
I'm not going to appease the fact. I'm not going to appease the fact. That's a period. That's the end of the statement. I'm not going to appease the facts
"Oh, there's a period involved."
Oh.
That explains it.
over emotions,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Right.
not going to. Would you ever lie because it would hurt somebody's feelings? I don't understand the concept.
I think we talked about this on a podcast
Who
a
hurt
long time
someone's
ago.
feelings?
Yeah, but the one thing I heard about the show is we're going to act like this show stands on its own, so we can't just lazily
Yeah.
refer to old shows.
Oh yeah, never mind. There was never any other shows.
Well,
Don't look.
remember
Never.
when I showed this on the old show and it didn't look like a fish, but now it looks like a fish?
A barracuda, son of a bitch. That's what I was trying to say,
Oh
but
my
I was paying
God,
too much
that's what you
attention.
gotta
driving.
call it. It's called the Barracuda.
When
The
you said, "What is it?
barracuda.
What's the difference?" I
Ooh.
said, "It depends if you want it to cut or look like a barracuda." That's what I was trying to say, but I couldn't say it. So you just said
Barracuda.
fish.
Yeah, that is a
It even has
barracuda
the
snout.
stripes in the eyeball, dude.
Right, right.
Is it serrated
yeah.
like teeth? Does it have teeth?
Not yet.
I think I said serrated, but I meant serrated.
Oh, serrated?
Is it D or T? How do you say serrated? Serrated?
Serrated? Isn't it the same thing?
Oh, it's
serrated,
a T,
serrated.
and we still say it like a D.
No, you just say it fast. It blends in.
Serrated.
Kind of like
You're not saying serrated.
I say.
Serrated.
Ah,
Ooh, that's very offensive. Why would you say that?
Hard R
We still
retarded.
play we're in the
Georgia. Iowa.
No.
Oh.
Wrong.
Well, then I give up. No.
You have guessed it in previous episodes. You have actually guessed it quite a lot. Over the course of Georgia. Go.
I always say Columbus, Ohio.
No.
I do. Yeah, I do. I love Columbus. Columbus is great. They've got great museums. Their space museum is fantastic. They've even got one of these. But I've got one of those. I wanted to present it as a white elephant gift at the Christmas party that I bought this costume for, and my wife forbade it. She said,
I think she should master forbade it.
You're not giving away a box that looks that beat up. It's the original box. I mean, I didn't like repackage it. It's the box it came in. But man, it's seen better days.
Clue?
Yeah, give us a clue.
I am near a harbor. Reportedly.
Oh, no kidding. Harbor. I think you're in Port Huron, Michigan. Oh, that'd be a port. Harbor.
No, but you're getting quite warmer.
No kidding. Because I mean, Chicago has a harbor.
You're getting even warmer. Whew.
Really?
Just combine them, motherfucker.
Port Chicago. Oh, Chicago, Huron. Lake.
Oh, motherfucker. Ding, 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 ding.
Benton Harbor. No kidding. Where the hell's Benton Harbor?
In Michigan.
Oh, so I was right.
On the west side.
Time.
Lake Michigan.
All right.
I would say almost across from Chicago. Kind of, I guess. I don't know exactly where Chicago is, but it's...
I can't believe brother nailed it. How did he know that?
I know, right? Because Brady wasn't here. That's how he nailed it.
Oh. Why? Is Brady heading to Benton Harbor?
No, Brady is just really good at guessing it somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, he is. I'm really good at making bad guesses. Apricity is an archaic... Oh, yeah. It's old. I like using old school terms. Next week, we're celebrating Saturnalia.
Why would we do that?
Because it's archaic.
Isn't it a bad thing?
Or no, like esoteric. I like things that are esoteric, which just means no one's even interested anymore.
That's esoteric.
That's esoteric.
Rare wintry word? It's a wintry word?
It is a wintry word. Well, no,
what does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Esoteric means no one's interested. Apricity means the warmth of the sun on the cold winter day. But I'm using it as a metaphor for stoicism. Are you going to roll the clip, Brady?
No one's going to roll any clips because Brady sucks dick.
No, I'm using Brady as a metaphor for... Are you going to roll the clip, Brady?
No, I'm a one-man show here. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, do you have the symbol between your knees?
We're one producer down, and I don't know where half the shit is sometimes.
I love this segment.
Now, that being said, I would organize it better and then know exactly where everything is because the organization would actually make sense. Unlike, well, you get the point. Dear Queerface, my son is engaged to a girl we all love.
Good.
Oh, hold on. This one's long. Never mind. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't like the long ones.
Yeah, you
I have
tend to
an
forget
attention span of like a gnat.
of a fag.
Yeah. Yeah, I mispronounced it. Sorry.
Dear Faggy.
Yeah.
A friend retired, moved and gave me her well-paying once-a-week job doing industrial cleaning. How do you just give someone a job like that? Don't you have to be good at it?
How does that work?
Right? Like, so, like, if when Joe Biden's done being president, can't he just, like, give it to his son Hunter?
Give it to, someone else. His neighbor.
It pays a sizable chunk of our bills. My husband, who agreed to work with me doing this, gives me a hard time every week by being late. Ooh, what a fuckface. Yeah, we need to be there. We need to be there after business hours at 5:30 p.m. so we don't interrupt anyone while they're working. I have to remind my husband every Wednesday that he needs to be at the job. It causes fights. He makes his own hours at his other job. He can work whenever he wants and leave when it's done. I was raised to believe, quote, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, then you're late, end quote. Fuck this bitch. His attitude is, quote, why worry about when we show up, end quote. I'm angry that he doesn't respect how important this job is to me. It was gifted to you, bitch. I'm his boss when it comes. I'm his boss when it comes to this job site. How can I handle this? I'm so done. I can't lose this job, and I can't do it by myself. It's HIPAA protected, so not just anyone can do this with me. It sounds like they can, but signed, timed out in the Midwest.
Listen, timed out. You got to meet in the middle here, because that's. First of all, you can't start early, so your whole concept is wrong. The concept of if you're on time, you're late. No. Hey, Brady, I know where you are.
Huh.
I love the basement studio. I miss that place.
I don't know if you're ready to join us. Obviously not, but hey, surprise.
Okay, bye. Okay, hi.
Bye.
Yay. No, his hair is brushed. This is not my real hair. I wanted to go.
He had time to brush his hair before he came on.
I haven't brushed my hair in 2 decades. I don't even own a comb. This is not my real hair. Okay, in case you've never seen a show, or like this is a standalone show, so that we're not building off of anything here. This is just this show, and so if you don't know, see, Brady's hair looks fantastic. Brady, your hair looks fantastic. Roll the clip, Brady.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Brady. God damn it.
Oh, we can see you.
There has not been one fuck up on tonight's show.
Still can't hear you, Brady. And it seems like you probably can't hear us. Oh, yeah, you can. No, it definitely looks like you can hear us. That's all right.
You can hear me now.
Yeah, there's a chance we can, yep.
So, yeah, I had to reset my audio because, I always have to. I just didn't have time to do everything. So I just sat down and started going here.
How do you not have time to do everything? I have some stuff that could potentially get us booted from YouTube, but I'm not 100% certain.
Well, we'll do an hour.
I think it might be fine.
I think we'll start getting more formatted. We'll do a solid straight hour packed with content for YouTube.
And then we'll do a gay hour.
And then we'll do a rumble
We'll be
hour.
sucking dicks and
whatever you want. You I don't want to do that, but if you want to do that, you can do that. Sweet.
Well, it was your idea. Yeah, see, Gary's already playing with his helmet.
Dude, that's anybody who doesn't think that looks like a penis head is not paying attention.
Right.
Well,
Gary, how come every time you put that on your head, you look like such a dick?
All right, we can. I've got some that's YouTube appropriate then that we can dive into.
You got the voice too? I should be over here. So I like to make it look like I'm third. I like to make it look like I'm third, and no
third
ego
off
and stuff.
Are you stealing third off's gimmick?
Yeah.
Third off.
I'm
but
really,
I just like being in the center.
Recently.
I look like I'm in the center, and you're my ears.
Does that get you turned on?
This is cool.
Oh, soundboard. Let's warm that baby up.
We need to get like a some type of Fladge Rants news, non-breaking news, but Fladge Rants news type segment.
Yeah, just regular news.
Did you guys hear about this son of a bitch?
I have this.
It's a local story. What do you have? Somewhat local.
News. That's the old news.
Have you heard this Ryan Borgwart? Have you heard that story?
I would remember Borgwart.
Mr. Borgwart.
He's that Muppet chef, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't know which one's the good one. Yeah, Borgwart. No, this guy's
you look
faked his own death.
remarkably like Will Ferrell. Sorry, I had to
he faked
interrupt.
his own death? I'm faking my own life.
Nice.
I don't look like Will Ferrell. What are you talking about? Wife of Wisconsin man accused of faking his own death files for divorce.
I don't think you said that right. There's no N in
A new
Wisconsin.
online records show the wife of the man who faked his own death has filed for divorce. The filing posted
I think you said
24 hours after prosecutors
Wisconsin.
charged the
I mean, there's an N in Wisconsin, but it's at the end.
Deceiving police, faking a drowning to meet up with another woman in another country. 20 this after prosecutors charged the Watertown husband and father with deceiving police, faking a drowning to meet up with another woman in another country. 20 News' Hannah Hilliard joins us live from the news.
He's willing to go the
now.
distance.
Hannah, Ryan Borgward's wife was there at the time.
No, Kristen Borgward returned from Eastern Europe and turned himself into authorities Tuesday. He spent the night in jail and prosecutors charged him on Wednesday and today. His wife has filed papers to legally separate, calling their marriage irretrievably broken.
I'll pause it. You go.
Irretrievably broken?
No, are you done?
Okay.
I don't think you said that right.
Ryan Borgward back in Wisconsin, now facing reality, charged with obstruction after investigators say
I like
he
that
hatched
Jor
an
thinks that anybody
elaborate
listening to the show cares about the actual news
to
content.
make everyone think he drowned after a kayak ride in Green Lake. The ruse had them searching for 54 days. A criminal complaint now reveals Borgward researched, quote, individuals that had successfully disappeared and other lake deaths. It says the Watertown husband and father of 3 went to church the day he skipped town and jetted off to Eastern Europe to meet up with a woman. The whole idea was to sell death, he told investigators.
Just salacious details of public attention. That doesn't make for felony conduct.
Quite the list on this one.
Dan Adams
He's not.
says
You can't assume that. That's wrong.
But charging him with insurance fraud for taking out a life insurance policy back in January could be more difficult.
And unless there's some type of document that he wrote himself a note, or whether he admitted in a...
This guy kind of is elf-like, isn't he? Like, look. His little fucking teeth.
But for real, not the ironic 7-foot kind like Will Ferrell.
A confession that he took out that insurance policy as part of this scheme.
He just seems really happy.
12 News has asked if other charges could
He's
be
on TV.
She can't benefit from it. She can't.
Referred it to the district attorney's office. They will review that and see if there's going to be any other charges or not.
We tried talking with the district attorney in person. Are you able to make any sort of statement?
That was redundant. He wants to see if there will be other charges.
Obstructing charge
or not.
One, even for a death hoax.
I think if he finds out if there will be other charges, that also finds out if there'll be other charges not.
So,
Wisconsin father and husband is
are you in
back
Benton
the
Harbor?
state months after leaving his family behind.
When I walked in, did I miss
that?
Obstruction in
How'd you
Green
know
Lake
that?
County. And today we learned
That
he
was
has
a lucky
another
guess.
legal fight on his hands. Attorney Dan Adams is here to discuss the case.
Oh, this gay guy again? Nah,
happened
never
in the
mind.
past, and this is really an unprecedented type of thing. That
Yeah, but this son of a bitch fucking went to Europe to meet some fucking bitch, and then he like kind of figured that not as good.
You know her, her personality?
Not exactly what he thought it was.
Statistically, that she's probably a bitch.
She has a vagina.
It was a scam anyway. She wasn't serious.
Yeah, 45 years old father and husband from Waterton faked his own death on Green Lake in August and fled to Eastern Europe to meet up with a woman, according to court documents. The elaborate scheme included flipping his kayak, heading to Canada, and moving money to foreign banks. This guy went all out. Yeah.
Is kayak a euphemism for his cock?
Borgward returned on Tuesday, December 10th, and was immediately arrested. He made his first court appearance the next day and was charged with obstruction. It's funny that he came back. So obviously it wasn't what he thought it was. You know? Right?
Yeah, it wasn't. He got screwed over on that trip, and it just wasn't. The girl was leading him on. She thought, American dude, he's got money. And she was using him, and when he realized it, he skedaddled back.
Because that was part of the story. He had like $5,000, and that was about it. And I bet you once the $5,000 was gone, she's like, I'm kind of not into you anymore.
Okay, yeah.
She's like, I don't think this is gonna work out.
That didn't mash.
Do you have a mashup for me?
None of them really match.
I've got my mashup.
There was one. Oh yeah, we have that. Do we want to save it?
I don't know, because
I
don't think so because
copywritten label.
because I've got a mashup of my own that we've played, that is the same song.
With the same with or without
pitch
with
shift.
with or without lyrics?
Whose? Yours? Mine? Yours?
Yours?
I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
Eeny, meeny.
Miny. Mo.
Does
Should we
syrup
talk?
have sugar?
I think we should talk about
Did you just call it
Jay-Z
syrup?
before we play it.
Syrup.
I like that.
Syrup?
I hear that version a lot.
Did you sear it first?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Syrup.
You know, Wendy's commercials are featuring a Frosty. They're caramel, and they don't say caramel, but they make fun of the other commercials saying caramel when it's caramel.
You notice how
they
he's
had
just
a candy
distracting
bar
from
called Caramello.
Well, no, there's definitely a caramel, potato thing.
People
Everyone's
say it
aware of
both ways?
Yeah,
Really?
both ways.
Are you
But
trying
the
to say
syrup-
syrup?
People don't
Like
say
this is
syrup.
caramel.
Syrup?
What about the red stuff that goes with mustard? What do you say with that?
Ketchup?
Okay, just making sure you don't say.
Catsup?
Yeah, I was
You
making
can
sure
buy
you're one of those.
catsup.
People
You
that
can buy
say
catsup.
syrup. People that say
Yeah, George
syrup.
is being dumb.
People that say
No,
syrup.
there's a brand. There's a brand called
catsup.
Catsup.
Catsup. No, it's spelled catsup, but it's pronounced ketchup. But
Pull up
it's
that-
spelled syrup, so it's pronounced syrup.
Pull up that international
It's not
pronunciation.
spelled catsup.
Pull up syrup.
C-A-P-S-U-P. Catsup, yeah.
It's spelled both ways.
Wow.
See, we're
Yeah,
in
the
a what's that
phonetic
word you made up?
spelling, but
What's that word
that's
you
not
made up that
correct.
just settles for anything with no fact? Compatibilism. Everything is compatibilist now. It's like sure, yeah, ain't a word, but well, all right, it is now. We'll put it in the dictionary. Sure, why not?
I heard a lady say, I don't use pronouns. Next thing out of her mouth was like they, or the very next thing out of her mouth was pronoun.
I think she doesn't
People don't
know
even
exactly.
understand what words mean.
Yeah, well, not in grammatic sense.
Like the very next
Is
thing
there
out of her
another
mouth
sense?
was a literal pronoun. Like they
Literal?
or
Literal or literal?
like we.
Yeah.
Literal?
Like,
You did
the next
both.
thing was like a we or a they. Like,
are one of
that's a
those.
pronoun, lady. You don't know what you're talking about.
Pronoun lady? That's a pronoun
don't-
lady.
Oh wait, we
Yeah.
can't show that on YouTube because somebody
Yeah.
clearly is and then isn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
can
yeah.
we
There's
do?
so many things you're not allowed. Like, in order to toe the line, you're supposed to say, "There's never been a CIA cover-up, and no election's ever been rigged."
Does anybody want to talk about drones, or is that kind of droned out?
I don't know. I've only heard about it.
Drone?
I haven't looked at any of the footage, but
I heard that all birds are drones, built by the government to spy on
Oh
us.
man, I have that link too.
I forget what Ben Shapiro was saying. He was saying Ziju. He was saying some shit about there's some type of
Bless you.
There's some type of like agreement or some shit or law that like is expiring soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So the law
that's what we're
is,
talking about.
I think it's HR 8616 or.
So I'm late on this, but yeah,
8816.
I heard it from Ziju.
Yeah, it expires
I love the
December
Omega too.
20th. Was started 2018, and it's basically a counter drone law that expires in a few days. So, if the drones disappear on the 21st, that's what it was. But everybody's going nuts. Well, the problem is whatever it is, we know that the government absolutely knows. Because if they didn't know, or if it was some counter, if it was Iranian or whatever, they would just shoot them down. The problem is everybody else is coming up with. I'm scrolling. Coming
but
up with
like,
so
is
many
any-
other stories that are. Want to muddy the waters.
Is there any like? I'm gonna just talk over it because it's beautiful. I can't hear you.
He said, "No, let me pause it. We'll wait."
No, is there any fucking like air traffic violations or coming close to air?
So here's the
aircraft?
deal. So drones
that's
have
my only
no
concern.
Here, check it out. Except for restricted airspace, which has no distinction for drones, meaning you can't fly anything in restricted airspace. There is no restrictions, no regulation on where a drone can fly. Only where it
Yeah,
can
there
take off
is.
and land. No, only where it can take off and
there
land.
is.
No.
I own a drone. They're strict. They were supposedly coming after people during COVID because they were just finding anything to bust people with, and they were busting people that were flying, had videos of themselves flying
yeah, you
their
can-
drone
But
above.
then you were flying in unrestricted air or in restricted
Well, it's 150
airspace.
feet. I may know somebody who flew theirs straight up.
Sounds
pretty
like
far.
you know more than me about it, but I just heard the other day that there's no restriction on where you can fly, and only where you can take off and land. And it sounded like it made sense to me, so I've been running with it.
Well, you can do it. I may have heard that you can just kind of just keep going up. I myself would never ever do anything like that. But I've heard of someone that did do that. And it just, it's not like you're going to get caught the second you go past a certain level. It's just when you're flying around other aircraft, they might pick it up on a radar, or you may, get it caught in their fucking engine and kill people. And
I'm sure there's some kind of signature to it, so if they can find out.
The kind of drone that this person, or supposedly this person has, is one that's like yay big. The drones we're talking about are drones that are like 6, 8 feet.
Yeah, the size of a car sometimes, they said.
Yeah. So I don't know how that works.
You're looking up. The problem is, too, is everybody's looking up, talking about muddying the waters, and every airplane suddenly now is a sinister drone. And every fucking... Around this New Jersey, they interviewed these kids that were riding around there trying to find where one crashed, and they were saying, well, you know that there's a lot of those pull-behind gliders, too, that you normally wouldn't see, but now suddenly you're seeing them. And I'm not saying that that's what they are, but there's so many things in the sky. And now
the little wind-powered fuck faces?
Everything is a nefarious drone. Well, there's all kinds of aircraft now that don't look like helicopters, don't look like airplanes, but they're like they are manned, unmanned. There's delivery
but they're like
services.
Rolling in groups of like 30 and shit. Like people seem like 50 all.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes they are.
What are they doing?
I don't know. There was just a whole flag light
Practicing?
show. Did you see? Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Faster horses. They've had light shows with drones.
Yeah.
Drones are this big. They're not 6 feet cars.
Well, so they could be starting to roll out a new surveillance. I think this
unless they got some badass lights on them, they must have some cool lights.
If it isn't them just trying to create a threat to get more money on this counter drone bill, because I mean, what's that thing that's always the easiest, least path resistance is usually the right answer. What's that?
I don't know. You're into the electric.
Occam's razor.
Yeah, that I knew Gary would know. He says it a lot.
Occam's razor.
Yeah.
So I like to ax him. I like to ask them if this is the easiest thing. So it probably is. If they need more money and they need there to be a drone threat, well, they just created a drone threat. Guess what? They're going to get rubber stamps to their more money for counter drone if they're making drone threats, right? The other thing is they're getting us aware. Like they can't just suddenly put out a net of drones to surveil us over the whole United States. We would, especially in Texas, they would lose their mind. So they picked the most liberal, we don't want to really get involved or complain area, which is New Jersey. No offense, New Jersey. New Yorkers, New Jersey, they're just like, yeah, okay. And I think they're rolling it out slowly to see how we react, like as a test. Some people call it a psyop, but I don't know what kind of psyop. And some of them are just out there surveilling. I heard in one place that they're looking for a nuke. There's a lost nuke, and these things are trying to smell for nuclear material. That's why they're literally. And if they do look like they're in some type of a search pattern, if by the ones I've seen. That would make sense. Something else I heard is that they are... I can't remember the other thing. It's hard to think when I hear peeing and flushing. Sometimes it's all I can think about. Then I realize I came right here and didn't pee and I'm drinking water.
There was a Christmas toy with nuclear material in it. I heard that lawn darts... Yeah,
but
I had the metal tip darts. Those lawn darts with the metal tips. I thought that was the most dangerous toy ever sold because it was banned.
So to be clear, there's supposed to be like 4,000 nukes, and when they were done with the audit, there were like 3,994. Like they were missing 6, and one of them they think is in the wind somewhere on the coast. So that's why you see these drones on both the east and the west coast smelling for nuclear material.
Right.
But all right, that's what I was getting to. I remember now. So these are all like logical, reasonable reasons why they would be up in the air. But now people are like putting all these CGI ones. There's a video of somebody shooting at a drone as it drives by, or as it flies by, whatever. I don't know if a drone drives or flies.
Flies.
Goes by. And you can literally hear them. Pew, 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 pew. But then the internet detectives immediately showed the video without the shooting. So people are adding shit to make it weird. There's another drone that seems like it's shooting lasers. I don't buy it. There wouldn't only be one angle of one shot of one drone.
Why do we not know? The government does not know what these drones are.
They absolutely do. Do you buy that?
I know, but they're saying they don't know. If it's just sniffing for a nuke that we don't know where it went, then why the fuck don't they just say, oh, it's sniffing for a nuke that we don't know where it went?
If you work in the government and you're on one of these secret security committees, you're under the Security Clearance Act, and if you say anything, you can get hung. At the worst
Just release
scenario,
a fucking
treason.
statement that says,
You
"Yeah,
can't.
don't worry, public.
You can't.
We're
Even
just
Donald
looking
Trump
for a
is
nuke."
like, they know. They just can't say. But and if they do say, this is keep this in mind. They're not telling you because mass hysteria they think is less fearful than the truth. So it must be pretty. It must be pretty bad.
There's got to be a band named Mass Hysteria, right?
No,
That's
the
a great
lie
name.
is safer than the mass hysteria.
Well, but so no, you know what we need to do? We need to show them how bad the mass hysteria can get, so that they tell us the truth. Like, oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe the mass hysteria is worse.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious that it's a drill, and it's everything all in one. So one committee said, "Wait, you need to look for a nuke? Okay, we'll do that, and let us test these new drones, and let's get all the fucking public used to drone surveillance, and let's roll out the Project Blue Beam alien agenda for one world government. I mean, let's go all the way there."
It's like
I'd hit the rabbit hole button. I'd hit the rabbit hole button, but that bumper is just too fucking long.
It's turning into a Terminator world.
I like it.
Terminator is a warning. Why are we still marching head fast? Did you AI, dude? So much shit came out in AI. So much scary shit. Most recently,
AI came out. Is gay?
Some people
AI?
said that the reason why the government doesn't know is
AI.
because it's AI controlling the drones. How about that one? Like Terminator already, we're way farther past Terminator than we even could imagine. Dude, you're laughing, but it's possible. It's highly possible.
What is gonna?
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
All right. See, that's why I can't share my screen. I'm so not set up. I didn't even hit that button yet.
Oh,
my lord!
I got the birds aren't real right here. That's what I want to.
You want me to hit the button?
They're eating the birds. They're eating the cats.
Roll the clip, Brady.
I'm trying so hard to.
这名队员呢，现在释放了一个仿生鸟，它的作用是现在呢看到的是一个仿生
You guys speak Japanese, I hope?
I'm fluent in Mandarin, yeah.
Oh, is it Chinese? My bad.
仿生鸟的特点呢和真的
Or did you catch all that?
Yeah.
Just to be clear, that was a drone.
Right.
观察。另一名队员呢现在
The little bird.
I like listen. I like though that this is in perfect Chinese military style. Like instead of just showing off the drone, they got to have a guy in, I'd call it a ghillie suit, but he's not in the weeds. He's in the water. I don't know what a water ghillie suit is called. Ghillie, you know what I'm trying to say?
It's probably just called a ghillie suit still.
Ghillie suit, right? Why is he hiding? He's got a gas mask. I think it's a little overboard. Oh, did you see CNN faked a bomb raid? They did it again. They did it in the 80s. In Kuwait, they put on masks and all like, oh, we're getting bombed. And then they find out they're in a green screen, not even in the country. They just did it again. They're all laying on the ground acting like they were getting bombed, and it was totally fake and staged. They also faked the guy coming out of being in prison in Syria with a nice clean beard, fresh haircut, manicured. Supposedly was in prison being held captive for hadn't eaten, he said he hadn't drank water in 4 days. That's hard to do.
Not if you don't have water.
Yeah, but most people die in 3 days not having water.
Was that a real bird?
No, birds aren't real.
That cute
For you to
little
say,
bird.
see, you're just rubbing it in our face now to say, is that a real bird? Because everyone knows birds aren't real.
Birds aren't
What
real.
is, yeah, why did he have to get in the water to throw it like that?
Thank you.
He had to get close.
Dude, look.
All because he's not a fence line. I think he's a fence line here, but there's still somehow a camera filming from the other side of this fence.
Right.
Still, though, there's two people. The cameraman
It
is
looks
in
like
the,
it's just some park. It's just some public park.
Dry.
Hold on. Is there two people in the water?
He's launching
They got
it.
way too dramatic here. Yeah, there is, isn't there?
There's two people in the water.
Yeah, you need two people to operate this drone.
How many Chinese people does it take to film a drone? Well, you need one in the water and one jerking the other guy off in the water.
Right. Clearly.
China, the Chinese chicken.
Whoa, that was very inappropriate, but very well timed.
Amen.
That was too. Wow, I'm gonna cry.
Gay men.
Oh.
All right. On a
Well,
lighter
I just
note,
read a theory about him, and I got to tell you, I'm a bit worried.
He's worried about the drones.
He's a pretty chipper guy.
Anyway, yeah,
This
what were you gonna
idea
say?
That's just got kind of spun up on the web and has.
don't we have a lighter note segment?
I hope so.
Okay, good. Roll the clip, Brady. Back it
Where's
up
the
to like maybe the kid.
Back it up.
Did you hear?
Oh, don't we have
Todd's in the hospital.
What? Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape,
Your-
Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your
Your-
kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your
Your-
child about vaping today.
Well, the vaping that they're talking about is the nicotine vape, which nicotine,
Right.
as well as the propylene glycol, that supposedly the propylene glycol, but there was also vegetable glycerin. There was safer things. It's actually way less harmful than cigarettes, but supposedly it's still harmful. But they
way
don't use
less
any of
harmful.
that. They don't use any of that shit in weed vapes. So
But it's still called a douche flute.
I'm getting high. I don't give a fuck what you call it.
All right. Oh, should we get much higher?
Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher?
I should have been ready for
Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So high.
My
All right.
lord. Dear faggot.
Ask
fucker.
Fladge.
So this is a throwback
I don't
to
think we can say that.
I just did. This is a throwback to what we were just talking about, as well as a combination as a throwback to the fucking faggot kid at that goddamn Circle K.
Oh, wow.
His name
Dear
was Sean.
Abby.
His name was Sean.
People
Yeah.
are
His name is still
always
Sean.
people are always collaring me.
His name is Sean.
Collaring me? Is that a collaring me? People are always collaring me. Collaring a band of material around the neck of a shirt, dress coat. It goes to
No, collar
okay, I
is-
guess he's just saying like collaring me, like they're like holding him. They're wrapping around him. They are always collaring me, cornering me, and then talking my ear off. They drone on and on for long periods of time. Family does it, friends do it, and so do that faggot fucking kid at the Circle K, and so
Okay.
do strangers. It's a social situation I dread. It gives me a feeling of claustrophobia. Not really. Invariably, I get a word. I can't get a word in edgewise. It's like people feel they have something to prove with me or are desperate for praise. I feel I can't extricate myself, probably because you talk like a fucking homo, extricate myself without appearing downright rude or cruel. This scenario happens so often. I sometimes wonder if maybe something is tattooed across my forehead that encourages others to dominate me with their words. What can I do to stop people from chattering at me? Signed, David in Texas.
You need to work on your air of unapproachability.
Yeah, you look like a fuckface. Why
Act
do you
like
look like
you're
that?
crazy. Mutter to yourself. Dress in shabby clothes. Or Buddy the Elf costume.
Yes.
Actually,
Not during Christmas.
that doesn't work. I went to Hamlin Pub, one of the 6 or 7 locations around locally, and 3 times strangers asked me for selfies. I kindly obliged each and every time, and then this drunk
Were you
guy-
dressed regularly? Hold on.
No, I was dressed as such.
Okay.
And
Did you have a
Is
work
you in
Christmas
general?
party today,
It
or
was
do
a
you
work
just?
Christmas party at Hamlin Pub, and this drunk
Oh, well, that
guy
explains
comes
it all.
stumbling up and slurs something about the private banquet hall across
And then you
the way.
slurred something back.
And I slurred something back, and we went over there, and Buddy the Elf, me as Will Ferrell's character, made an appearance at his private party. Should I have stripped? Like a Chippendales dancer?
Maybe.
How do you make Facebook video full screen? Anybody know?
Facebook video full screen.
Yeah.
Oh, the shorts you can't. You got to zoom in. You need a touchpad. The shorts don't zoom full screen.
You can't.
They're meant for the phone. You got to zoom. You got to pinch zoom.
Pinch zoom.
Or use your browser to zoom. I guess you could.
The
use
corner.
the zoom function on your browser.
You know, I heard they were going to do a concert.
This is
but Liam was a little
hilarious.
Flat, big flat. What's up, my fellow Star Cucks lovers?
No.
Stand in the corner today and watch us make a fall treat, pumpkin spice latte.
Dad, it's almost winter.
You look like Matt Gaetz, except you could have sex with 17-year-old girls if you wanted to, if they wanted to. You look like you're going to compete in the college football gay-offs. Why are you wearing all that camo?
It's leaves and
Wait,
stuff.
should we say this for Rumble? Is it going to get
Matt
worse?
Gaetz didn't know the foliage of the girls he was fucking?
Awful.
Hey, did you hear Trump's going to get another shot?
You think there's going to be a Democratic insurrection now?
No, they already have a big march planned. It's in June. They call it a parade. Coffee is my second
parade.
favorite export from Colombia. Do you know what Trump's favorite export is?
Wait, I think he meant
Adios
cocaine.
me, oh no,
Yeah,
you
he did.
didn't. I call this my Menendez brothers latte because there's a double shot. Hey, do you think they're Menendez Eskimo brothers? Because the dad, since the electric company
Wait, didn't
demands
they got
we're
let off?
running an
They got
extension
let off.
cord to my neighbor Kenny's
Yeah.
house. He's a huge
Why wouldn't
racist,
they?
so we're just going to use his white power. Speaking of which, if I'm racist, why is my house in a total blackout?
Dad.
African American out. Hey, Kenny, are you going to have another costume party bonfire tonight? No, just try to keep the chanting a little bit lower. What did he call me? He knows we're white, right? The first step in ethnically cleansing our palates is to take the coffee dicks. It's hotter than JonBenet Ramsey. Yeah, I don't give a fuck that he wasn't at your Thanksgiving. Yeah, you're a turcuckin. Yeah, consider me Will Smith. Keep my wife's pussy out your mouth. Ex-wife. Terry. Fuck Terry. The best thing about making coffee at home is I don't have to tip the barista. Here's the tip. Figure out your gender, then make me a shitty cup of coffee.
That's insensitive.
Figure out your gender, then make me a mediocre cup of coffee. I don't have to give non-binary people money for they, them to fuck me. They do it for free. I like my coffee like I like my prostitutes. Dark, and eventually messing with my butthole. What's the audience right now? Liam Payne? Because Meet the Grounds.
Dad, is this whole video about Liam Payne?
Now we dump the ashes.
Liam Payne's the One Direction guy that went One Direction.
Thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now that my beaners are in the cup. What?
Can't say that.
I
The
can
one that
absolutely say it. My
died?
23andMe says
The one that
my
went
family's
One Direction
Argentinian
down?
by way of Berlin. I've been airing out my grievances. Now, not you, Kenny. You know, it's really not cold
Kenny's
enough
in
for
the
a hood.
KKK.
Dad, I'm
Yeah.
getting pretty strong hints
Yeah,
he's in the KKK.
I'm guessing.
I'm getting pretty strong hints here in the gay. Fucking George Clooney dicks. Get in there. Oh, I haven't seen something
It's like they
black
could
move
hear
this
me,
slow
dude. Their
since
joke
Jake
went
Paul's
right with
last
me.
opponent.
Dad,
Yeah.
Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah, off with his mouth. Oh, Redskins cocks.
Dad.
Commanders cocks.
Better.
Did you hear Sabrina Carpenter was hanging out with Harvey Weinstein? They were drinking hashtag Me
Sabrina
Too
Carpenter?
espressos. I call my espresso Max Crosby because it's strong and black.
Dad, he's white.
Oh, no, he's got the pass. Speaking of N-words, have you been the right kind this year?
What?
Nice, not naughty. I've been telling everybody down at the school you're a huge N-word.
I say
What is this, the
naughty.
Kardashians? Because I've got huge white jugs mixing with something dark. And eventually, if left alone, it'll separate. It's an acid and a base. It's chemistry, which they had none of. Fuck you, Bill Nye the Science Gay. And if I want to see something covered in sticks and leaves, I'd just go dig up Gabby Petrino.
Patino?
I don't fucking know. The Van Beach. Just
yeah.
like they do in Italy.
Stop doing that. They're taking the words right out of my
Just
mouth.
like they say in Italy, Bush did 9/11. Good.
Dad, you still seeing that girl from the produce section?
Yeah, I call her my insurrection because her name's Jan and she's a 6'5". What is this, Mark Miller's mouth? Because it's about to be white and frothy.
Dad, the rapper's name is Mac Miller.
He's up there making beats with Liam Payne. Yes,
I
more
don't-
Liam Payne.
who's Mac
Just like they do in Italy.
So it was the guy who
Espresso
went One
cocks.
Direction
What is this
down.
coffee
Yeah, yeah.
machine? Conor McGregor? Because I can't get it to pull out. Olay.
Arriva de cheese.
I didn't know you knew Italian. We're going to turn this drink from Italian to Irish with this moonshine. What the fuck? I told you to get Jameson's.
It's what the homeless guy chose, all right? I don't think he can read.
Did you pay him?
No.
Good. Just like in Italy. God, JonBenet Ramsey cocks. Why is it on fire? It is actually smoking. Much like any good Italian, a coffee maker is smoking.
Dad, what about the pumpkin spice?
Oh, pumpkin spice. She's my least favorite Spice Girl. She's the ginger one. No, Kenny, ginger. Ginger. Just like they do in Italy. Mamma mia, here I go again. Now to see if it's busting or not. Who am I, Aaliyah?
Ginger doesn't
I'm about
count,
to take a gross
does it?
black chunky
Still not
liquid
blonde.
to the face. Oh, Curb Street's dead dog cocks. That's hot. Much like Liam Payne, there's one direction this coffee's going. Down. Oh, that actually made less of a mess.
Oh, see, he stole your
you think
joke
his funeral
too.
was open casket
I mean,
or
that's everyone's
Open
joke.
bucket.
the table stayed up?
Liam,
Most-
Starbucks? Mostly.
No, I see enough of bisexual teenagers at home, bud. Just like they do in Italy. Fuck you.
Can he come over here with the torch?
Oh shit. Let's go. Let's go.
I'll tell you what's... Everyone
Yeah.
Everyone knows what Liam thought on the way down. The same thing everyone thinks on the way down. I shouldn't have done that.
No, he's like, I'm going One Direction. Dear fuckface.
Ask Fladge.
I think I got it.
I have known my friend Matt for more than 20 years. We've been close for most of those years. Matt is gay. Matt is gay. And earlier in our friendship, we had a mutual friend, oh shit, Gary.
Yeah.
Who used a gay epithet often, even though
epithet.
Aren't
those the things that are on
gay slur.
military uniforms?
Often,
I think they are.
Even though he knew Matt is gay. It hurt Matt. But he wasn't comfortable speaking to Gary about it. So I did.
Sometimes.
Gary not only apologized to Matt, but to this day, some 18 years later, I haven't heard Gary say that word in our company. Recently, Matt has started using a derogatory racial slur. I told him that not only is it disgusting and offensive, but I compared it to the situation with Gary. Matt laughed it off and continues to use the word with no regard for me. I have started spending less time with him because of it. I don't want him to think I condone his racist language. Is it time to sever ties with Matt? Signed, Disappointed in Maryland.
Maryland?
Listen, faggot.
That's where the gay people... Yeah, Maryland.
I'm guessing he's racially challenged?
I don't like that he doesn't say what word it was.
It's the N word, hard R.
Right?
And
but he started using it. At what point in your life do you just start using the N-word?
Yeah,
like the whole time you kind of just joke about it your entire life. It's always like anything that's taboo. You just kind of go, oh, I'm going to say that anyway. Fuck it. Isn't that funny?
Right. Well, in middle school, it was fun to call everybody gay, and then you had to.
It's still fun to call people gay.
Oh yeah, of course. Right. See,
but not gay.
See,
not gay people.
Fun?
But not gay people.
Well, no.
Unless they're acting gay.
They're the straight ones.
No, you call them a faggot, and they'll just go, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for properly identifying me.
But I even hold back on the N-word. I mean, not all the time.
Wait a minute.
See, that's interesting because
hold on. What kind of pretentious?
Abby writes back and does indicate.
Why would
it's
I?
The N-word.
When you said even I, that
yeah,
are you a higher stand? Do you put yourself in a higher standard than everyone else?
Yes, I hold myself to a much higher standard.
Why would I be involved in that?
I like the way you added. I hold myself to a higher standard. You just are a higher standard. Say it.
I'm better than you.
That's what I was getting at.
Okay.
As long as we both agree, we both be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was a
I'm probably wrong.
I agree with you, but we're both wrong.
I would agree with you, but we'd both be wrong.
Exactly. There was a poll
Precisely
on the website. If anybody took it,
wrong.
it simply asked one question. It was word up, and it was a yes or a no. Type 1 if it was a yes, a 2 for a no.
Yeah. Beep. That's a yes.
Yeah. It's a yes.
I typed. Okay. I hit the button. Yeah.
Beep. Yeah.
Oh, no,
that's one.
You can do it right. If you're in the chat, you can do it right in the chat. It'll count.
It will not count. We won't accept it. He's lying.
Oh, you can call in.
Do we have a kid?
586.
You could call in, but if you call in, nobody's going to take it, so don't call in yet.
Guys.
Okay.
I'm the kid.
Yeah, check this out. This is the kid.
This is the kid? God damn, look at him.
Word up.
LeVar Burton.
That is not LeVar Burton. Oh, wait.
It is.
Is that LeVar Burton?
Fuck yeah, it is. I'm not racist. They don't all look like LeVar Burton to me.
Who the fuck is LeVar Burton?
Reading
Well,
Rainbow.
some people, yes, thank you. That's the right answer. It's not Star Trek, The Next Generation. I mean, he did that too. So I missed where in the drawer was. I did you guys figure it out? Is that segment still rolling?
Oh no, we didn't close it, but Benton Harbor, Michigan.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
They have hotels there? Oh, wait, maybe I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I was thinking Kego Harbor.
Fuck. They didn't fucking. I didn't close it out. God damn it.
I'm still guessing. Technically not over yet.
Oh, it's been done. God damn it! I forgot to close it out. And why don't you watch the show, you son of a bitch?
I was walking in and out. It's a good thing I said that, though, or you wouldn't be able to play the closing, and I wouldn't be able to talk over it.
Yeah, that was a loose end that was going to bug Brady.
Look, there's a new video up. Is that the video you didn't think I was talking about?
There's a new video up?
There's another new video.
Hi, guys.
So first I want to segue into the whole Jay-Z thing before we play that, if we could.
Okay.
There's a bit of news.
Oh, there's a new video up? You mean if it's private, no one can see it?
I don't know. Oh, so you just made it unprivate?
Yeah.
I can see it. So I don't want to be like God or anything or administrator, but I can see them all the time.
I know, but I thought Gary had that access because that was internal.
No.
I thought internal
but
so no,
private. Private
Fladge-
is super special.
Fladge
Okay.
Rants user is just
private is now the
plus
new
I just
internal.
transferred everything, so I mean I can. There's a list of. I can put it on
signed in
moderate,
as
but I
Fladge,
don't.
but I forgot to do that. I've got a video that I meant to send.
Since I support free speech, the last thing I should do is put a big moderator censor filter on. So whatever pops up, pops up. But I do have a big disclaimer that it's your
Talking about your
responsibility, not mine.
We've got a lot of material to get to, so let's do this.
Let's do it. What do you? So you're pushing me? Is that what's happening?
So we're getting ready to rumble?
We're talking. No, I want to talk about Jay-Z.
Yeah, we don't need to for the kid.
Oh.
You want to do the
Oh,
kid?
it's funny
not
because
Jay-Z?
I'm a huge fan of Jay-Z. He's been my favorite rapper. Him
Yeah.
and DMX. I was a good fan of Puff Daddy. I loved his first album, and then he just kind of went soft. I don't know. His first album was great, but I love Jay-Z. I could probably recite 90% of his lyrics off the top of my head. I find this hilarious. I don't know.
Start.
I don't really care.
Jay-Z's talk is making me
I don't know.
go soft.
I don't know. He may have whatever.
My position is always the same: innocent until proven guilty.
Aaliyah was 16 when she was married to R. Kelly, which she actually went through.
Plane crash?
I think Jay-Z dated her around that same time too. And then it's funny because I saw a video of Dame Dash, who used to, whatever, if you don't know the story, you don't need to, but he's friends with Jay-Z growing up, created the record label that they started, Rockefeller Records, together, and then they kind of parted ways due to a dispute. Usually it's money, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know, that's kind of why I separated with those people, just because but
those people."
He also he didn't mention this, but he also was dating Aaliyah prior to Jay-Z dating Aaliyah prior to R. Kelly dating Aaliyah. So it's funny that these guys are just.
There's probably a lot of that, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, because supposedly he was fucking Foxy Brown, and she was supposedly 16 at the time, but I don't know. In our state, 16 is consent, so I don't know how. I don't. But this one is 13.
It is not.
This one is 13, and this one is accused as a bold-faced rape.
So clearly, in my mind, there's a difference between 16, 13, and 5, obviously. But
what do you mean when it comes to rape?
Whatever. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you said that 16 is the age of consent. All right, so that's debatable and arguable, whatever. But technically,
in Michigan, it is. Yes, it is.
But as a father, I don't think it should be like till 37. So
right.
No, he was like 20. He was in his mid-20s at the time, but
I don't
she was
think
also
anybody
in her
would argue
mid-teens at the time.
Unless you're from the Middle East, I don't think anybody would argue like 5 is too little.
So we played that story. That was that news story where it was the youngest chick that got pregnant.
Yes,
How old was she?
Yeah, she got knocked up at 5.
9 months ago, this woman, it's long.
Someone
I'm going to cut
fucked a
through
5
quickly.
years
but
old.
She pretty much nailed the whole P.
and
Diddy.
just basically public in mine. I get a real kind of focus between him, Chris Brown, and MC Hammer. Okay, so they're kind of all coming around and they're all linked. We know P. Diddy's going down.
Fucking breezy.
So, and that was said by his ex-wife, and that video I did last June.
So no, I don't believe in psychic ability. I don't know how to say that.
Psychic abilities are not real.
I think if you're a celebrity psychic,
psychism is not real.
if you're a celebrity psychic, you're going to take information that people know that other people don't and use that and exploit that to your advantage and act psychic, right? So I believe this person knew somehow that the charges were coming. So I don't think she's predicting. I don't think it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, you guys are like my sidekick.
She nailed it.
Come.
The long of it is she nailed it. She said P. Diddy and then somebody else.
Different story because he's still attached to a hierarchy which encompasses financial, political, and just basically public. So he's not absolutely going to be taken down yet. The next 3 years, yes. There are steps where if he doesn't follow.
So she called it 9 months ago. But again, I don't think that means she's psychic or some divinity or whatever, and it's going to actually happen. I think that she's in on that. But now,
I think Chris Hansen called this a long time ago.
I think I always ask the same question. If there's a victim, I'm not victim shaming, I'm not victim blaming, but why wait so long to come out? I can't think of any explanation of that. Like, I saw he was running for president, for example, and I just couldn't. Yeah. It just weighed on me too much. No, I don't think that's
in that same argument. In that same argument, both of these men have been rich for quite a long time. Why wait until now?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Why wait until now? That makes me suspicious of her accusation.
Yeah, I know, but that
automatically.
Why would she come up with this now?
I don't know why.
Oh, I guess never mind that. Yeah, never mind. Yeah,
we agree. So then the other thing is, apparently
it's like, why wouldn't she have come up with this a long time ago? Just because she's
when I say she, I'm trying to be polite. It's actually a man. It's the 16-year-old. They're all boys. They like boys.
I like.
But
boys.
Anyway, Diddy. All the people that are coming forward for Diddy for the sexual assaults are all. Well, I mean, they're men now, but they were
boys to men. I like boys to men. Yeah.
And Jay-Z, this particular one is the same boy. Anyways, I shouldn't say that the way I said that. What did he say? Did he say boy? I meant young man.
You mean like scouts?
They basically had his lawyer come to Jay-Z first and say, hey.
His lawyer come?
Yep, I said that. There's no debate. If it's dicks or no dicks, you always want dicks. These groups of guys that I played with. Anyways, we had a bunch of young scouts. He came to his lawyer came to Jay-Z or Jay-Z's lawyer first and said, let's settle. So right off now I'm like, hold on a second. They're not looking for justice. They're looking for payment. Yeah. And then he didn't pay. He's like, fuck you. I've been through this before. I think because of the song, which we're going to get to right after this. Jay-Z has problems, but you know how the rest goes. Except I didn't realize the bitch was a young boy. That's the only weird part.
Boys are
the young boy?
Yeah.
So that might be even weirder. Maybe the complainants are wrong and they're totally off. Who knows? But I think innocent until proven guilty on Jay-Z's side, and I'm more suspicious of the accuser than I am of Jay-Z at this point with anything I know, and I don't know anything. But
yeah.
So you don't have any defending to do in here. I think he's probably done some pretty sick shit, but I don't think this is one of them.
I'm sure he gets around. He doesn't. He's not. I mean, his lyrics prior to being with Beyonce are very much like misogynistic, and that's fine. That's He's not like he's hiding it. And then he marries Beyonce, and then like cheats on her, and she like wonders like, you know, how could you? And it's like, well, he's been very blatant about his attitude, right. And then after that, you know, supposedly he's still been.
I always use that analogy. If you're out in the desert and you're wrestling with a snake and a snake bites you, you should never be surprised. It's a snake. That's what it does.
What's that? Right. It's the one.
I got 99 prop. Should I play it?
No, tiger. Like you know, tiger's gonna tiger. What the fuck is that saying?
An elf's gonna elf.
At some point. I mean, are we doing the music drop first?
Should I play? Should I play your? Wait, what? What are we doing?
Whichever you
I
want.
don't know. All this boy
Should I
talk
save?
is a good transition to a segue to the kid, but yeah, play 99
All right,
Problems.
the kid can if the kid can
The
play. but
music, the music is
it
not
goes with Jay Z. I'm gonna do it.
The music,
yeah.
the music has less of a chance, way more of a chance of getting a copyright strike than the
It
other.
does. You're right. We should do it on Rumble.
Ah, yes.
So we'll do
Yeah,
the
we can
kid,
do
then we'll
the-
go to
we can-
Rumble.
Well, we can do.
Of
okay,
course,
yeah,
I'm
that's fine.
making. I make a Beastie Boys reference in the kid video, and I looked up what the kid was talking about, and I tried the same question on Real, and it appears that I was in the wrong here. Well, you guys,
Test.
What a bit.
Test.
Don't worry, all your tests will be played.
Testes.
Good. What's the smoke?
Nuts. Balls.
that is condensation
smoking?
from liquid nitrogen.
What do you look? Oh, hey.
What were you licking?
All right. Take a deep breath over there, or what?
Yeah.
In this corner, at 143 pounds, with safety glasses and a will to not just melt plastic, but also melt our hearts.
And
Our
he's
youngest
known as
guest,
the kid.
wise beyond years.
Once there's children involved,
Are there any kids involved?
First of all,
Look at the Christmas tree.
I apologize to Brady for not allowing
Where is
him
it?
to capture our
Oh, behind the
last-
kid.
last video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, I heard my name.
Apologize to
Yeah.
Brady for not allowing him
Yeah.
to capture our last
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. Yeah.
See the sarcasm?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't check a
Yeah.
checkbox. I moved everything
that's
over
right.
manually because I'm the kind of anal person that can't just click a backup and recover. I have to go
What a
through each
bitch.
line manually. The problem with that,
Thinking
see, the
of
good thing with
thinking back
that
on
is
it,
you
it
don't
seemed
move over
pretty,
problems, but that
pretty
bad thing is
lackluster.
1 out of 1,000 times you miss a checkbox and then you miss a video and then it's,
Low
I'm-
IQ, I guess you could say.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I was wrong.
Gary told me
Yeah,
about
the
it.
lack of
I'm
follow
pretty
through kind
pissed,
of
Brady.
but I'm sorry for you because it sounds like Gary kind of set you straight. So I'm not gonna lighten you too much, but you know, let's try and be better, Brady.
I laid into him a little hard. I felt like he.
You should see the whip marks on my back.
So
Why is he so far away? I can't see his hair.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, why don't you pull that?
Oh, we
He's
got
got
a
his hat.
cameraman.
He's got his hat laid way back. I
yeah,
can't see.
it was,
He's hiding his hair here with his hat.
Yeah, he still hasn't gotten a haircut. It's just been growing out.
He looks gorgeous.
But you
Yeah.
answered the meaning
Agreed.
of life. Gosh,
What?
there's a lot. So okay.
No, you
so
didn't.
Not to put you on the spot. When I ask a question, like multiple choice would be the easiest way, but I'm going to give you a fill in the blank.
Okay.
White Castle fries only come in blank size.
Oh, that's what the other video meant. Sorry.
One. Oh, I might be. I don't know. I don't know what size they come in.
Say 1. The answer is 1.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
see, that's. I mean, I thought I was setting him up for an easy answer, but no.
Like Cold Stone Creamery, where it's like
What?
it, love it, or gotta have it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was.
I did some
Okay,
fact
how
checking.
many sizes do White Castle fries come in?
1?
3.
Wait, what? What was the first question?
As above.
Do they have more than one size? Do they have more than one fry size? Don't they?
Ever since 1980 something, like 86, they expanded. And here's the funny part: the 3 sizes
way.
are small, medium, and sack.
I got a sack.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Small,
Why is everything?
medium,
Why is
and-
everything cooked in soybean oil now?
You just get a sack of
Sack.
fries. They just come in a big bag. You just get a bag of fries.
if you
Sack.
keep eating soybean oil,
Yeah,
your
that makes
sack's
sense.
gonna shrivel up.
Have you ever eaten all the fries you've
Wait,
gotten
sorry.
at Five
This is
Guys?
not a medical show. This is not
I've
medical
never
advice.
gone to Five Guys because it sounds gay as fuck.
Oh my god, it's so good. You got to go there.
It is so good.
I would never eat Five Guys. I know Brady would.
You-
I
No,
I will
you-
eat Five Guys wholeheartely. Give me
Yeah,
double.
I'm still
I will give
hungry
me a
after the
double.
we
first
know
four.
this. We
Give me
already
Five
know
Guys.
this.
Give me a double.
Groups of
Give me
guys
double
that I
Five
played
Guys with
with.
cheese.
Yeah.
These groups of guys that I played with.
There's
Don't get
no
bacon
debate.
though.
If it's dicks
Don't
or
get
no
bacon.
dicks, you always
That's too
want
much.
dicks.
So
What
to be
clips are
clear,
we playing
that's
right
taken
now?
out of context. That dicks thing is if you're actually doing, building, working, you want men.
There's no debate. If it's dicks or no dicks, you always want dicks.
There's no debate. If you have to pick between men and women, it's men.
Is that what that means?
It's raining men.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
What has happened to the
There's
show?
no comeback for that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I've got no comeback for that.
Did the kid show? Did it end?
That was it.
The guy
Yeah.
with the
finger on the pulse of Armada.
So he said 1 and you said 3. Wait, he said 1 first and then 3. I'm confused.
No, I said 1. He said 3. He was right. I was wrong. You apologize.
You apologize. No, you apologize.
Fine, you apologize. I apologize to you for not allowing you to capture our last video. It simply doesn't help. This is excellent.
Somebody pointed out to me that since all motion is relative and is all observer dependent, it is as arbitrary to set your center point at the sun or at the big black hole in the center of the Milky Way than it is to set it on the Earth. In other words, motion is all observer relevant, and the Earth is the only place with any
thinks
observers.
you sound funny.
It is as metaphysically legitimate to say that we are at the center of the universe.
That's the best part. I want him to
than anything
call
else.
in and
So
make fun of me.
geocentrism is back.
Do it.
Call in. What's the number?
The Catholics were right all along, it seems.
I
should mention, I did actually recently become a geocentrist.
He said,
because somebody pointed out to me that since all motion is relative and is all observer dependent,
I'm gonna listen
it is
this
as
time.
arbitrary to set your center point at the sun or at the big black hole in the center of the Milky Way than it is to set it on the Earth.
I'm glad he
In
had
other
the
words,
Milky
motion
Way.
is all observer relevant, and since the Earth is the only place with any observers, it is as metaphysically legitimate to say that we are at the center of the universe than anything else. So geocentrism is back, and the Catholics were right all along, it seems. I should mention, I did actually recently become a geocentrist.
Oh, that was it.
That's the wrong button.
He's right. Is he a cultural? Does that make him a cultural Christian?
No.
Oh.
It makes him correct.
Right. Right. Yeah, it doesn't, like, it depends on your frame of reference. From our frame of reference, the Earth is the center of our universe. It really is that simple.
Signature summer ales. When friends gather, tradition, craftsmanship, and quality blend together into an affordable brain and liver poison we're sure you'll love. Because it's chemically
zoom in, but then it goes back to
forming
regular
a portion
size.
of the population. Every bottle of Carps is guaranteed to kill enough of your brain to impair your fine motor control, inhibitions, and judgment, but not enough to kill you, unless you drink enough of it. And actually, it's not even that much you have to drink. It tastes okay.
This episode is brought to you
How do we
by
do it?
beer.
We combine quality
I like
ingredients with small animals called yeast and a slurry of grain and water. They eat it and poop out the poison. Smooth, authentic poison. Then we seal them in a dark, airless container so they drown in their own poop, which we drink. Their rotting corpses form the bubbles. That's addictive liver brain poison, the way your grandfather used to order it. My family's proud of our long tradition of making fine gut poison. Carps
this is a joke,
all
right?
natural. It'll make you feel different than you usually do.
You don't like
In a good way.
You don't like carps?
But then the next day it'll feel
like
like you were
carps.
poisoned, which you were. So don't be surprised or complain to us about it. I'm Roger, by the way.
By the way.
Yeah, so don't complain about it. Woe is me. Get off your pity party. No one needs to hear
Yeah.
it. You
Looks
did
like
it.
a little
You
warm
did it.
sunlight in the
You
cold
brought
frozen
on all
snow.
of your circumstances yourself.
Here's all the mashups you sent
Circumcisions?
me.
Okay.
Sorry, there was an error while building your mix.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
no.
all of them. That's
Every one of them.
absolutely all of them.
Well, there were 3.
Yeah. One of them was appropriate for the topic. But never mind.
We have 2. We have 1 or 2 other mashups, but we have to.
Yeah, we
have
do.
To,
I saw.
We're gonna watch them
I
on
saw
Rumble.
on the tube.
You should follow us over to Rumble. That's
Yeah.
rumble.com/Fladge Rants.
Or if you're just are watching us on Rumble right now, just stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Disclaimer, the unfiltered and crude proclamation of jabber speech. Gibber. Folks, listen up. Before we dive gibber into this circus of crudeness and uncensored banter, here's our no-nonsense disclaimer, served with a side of Fladge humor. Gibber, look, we're here for a good time, not a gibber-correct time, all right? in this crazy world where snowflakes, applesauce, and jabber are critic. We're just trying to spread some joy without stepping on too many toes. So,
run, you
Jabber,
stupid
Article
bitch,
I,
run.
Let's get Jabber, the sole gibber of our discourse, be it from guests, hosts, or any random loudmouth, is to tickle your funny bone, tease your gray matter, and illuminate the path to a mirthful existence. Any semblance of seriousness is gibber accidental. Article 2, jabber everyone equally. We're equal gibber offenders. All right, we don't give a hoot about your gibber, race, religion, or whether you prefer cats or dogs. We're here to roast everyone from politicians to gibber to our own sorry selves.
I suppose.
No gibber safe, not even grandma's apple pie. Article 3, screw political jabber. Listen, we ain't here to hold your hand or jabber anything. So if our jabber offend you, tough luck. We're not responsible for any ruffled feathers or gibber feelings. But hey, if you can take the heat, we promise we'll dish out some belly laughs and maybe a couple of gibber. Article I gibber, fake news alert. The tales, rumors, and downright lies you hear here are as gibber as a $3 bill. Any resemblance to real life events or people, whether alive or pushing up daisies, is purely gibber and probably a result of us hitting the bottle too hard. We're pretty sure the earth is round, but jabber, who cares? Article D, jabber, cause why not? Parody and gibber are our bread and butter, folks. Any likeness to actual people or characters is just us having a laugh, not a reason for a jabber. We might not be the smartest gibber in the jar, but we sure know how to stir up some trouble. So, in closing, if you've made it this far without getting your undies in a gibber, then congrats, you're our kind of people. We're just here to crack a few tasteless jokes. Spread some jabber joy and remind everyone that life's too short to be serious all the freaking time. So buckle up, buttercup, and get ready for a wild ride through the absurd gibber of our humor while Fladge Rants live.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, thanks, the kid. Well, thanks, the kid.
Let's get ready to